Hi, internet people. So this Fangirl Freakouts is actually about a web series I know I have talked about on this channel before, but somehow never devoted a video to. I've done that multiple times. You'll see it. You'll understand because I talked about this show on my Kind of recaps. I know I did. Okay, so Couple-ish stars Caitlin Alexander and Sharon Bell from Carmilla, which is why it kept coming up on my Kind of Recaps videos, but never wound up in one of these. Okay, so Couple-ish was written by a number of people, but within that writing group were Caitlin Alexander and RJ Lackey, who worked on All for One and Soliloquies of Santiago and Inhuman Condition and other things, but those three are the first that come to the top of my brain pan. And there we go. So in this series, what makes it so cool is that it's literally the only series I have ever watched, ever, on television, on the internet, on Netflix, on the anywhere, that stars a non-binary character. So Caitlin Alexander, who is also non-binary, plays Dee, a freelance illustrator who cannot pay their rent after there's a brutal breakup that we find out about, but the lease, too high, can't pay it. Their sister, Amy, is like, I have a great idea. You find somebody on the internet to help with your lease. Bam! Then, while they're doing all of these interviews for roommates, most of the people are hilariously weird. So there is an interview process where, like, they go through a bunch of people who've applied for the apartment. They come upon Rachel. And Rachel is from the UK. I forget where exactly, and I'm sorry. But Sharon Bell is Rachel and has an accent. So, she is a student and needs a place to stay. Winds up being the perfect roommate. So Rachel moves in with Dee. Things seem to be going pretty well. They all drunkenly build IKEA furniture, well, attempt to build IKEA furniture together, when all of a sudden, while Dee is looking at Rachel's phone, they see a message saying that Rachel has filed for domestic partnership. Domestic partnership is what I'm going to call it. I think it has a slightly different term because it's Canadian. That Rachel has filed for this so that Rachel can stay in the country. This literally means that the two of them are married. Like a couple. Like they can't not be a couple or Rachel gets deported. Yeah, it's sort of marriage, kind of marriage, whatever. It's a thing. But in order to stay together, they literally have to like defraud the government. So the whole setup of Couple-ish is Dee and Rachel having a faux relationship so that the government will think that they're together. So they make a couple, like, they wind up making a video together about being a couple. I forget if they make one or two before this happens. Amy is pretty prolific on the internet. At least she has some pretty famous followers. And one of her followers thinks that the videos are cute, or the video is cute, and like reblogs it all over, and then all of a sudden Dee and Rachel are adorable internet coupledom, which means they have to keep making videos because if people figure out that they're not actually a couple, then Rachel gets deported. And I'm pretty sure Dee faces some pretty serious like federal issues in that situation, but I don't know. I don't know specifically. I'm sure there are. I just don't know offhand. So they keep making these fake videos about their relationship. They have parties, they do couples challenges, they do all kinds of challenge videos, which are super great. They're really funny. Some of them are within canon and some of them are out. So they're normally still the characters. I think they've just done extra videos where they're doing challenges that don't go into the official flow of the show with episode numbers. They're actually why my sister and I filmed a Bean Boozled video, because I saw them do it and I decided that it would be fun. It's really gross, just FYI. I still have a bunch, so if you're bored and you probably don't live anywhere near me, I'm not actually inviting you over. We'd have to meet at a nondescript location like coffee shop number 7 on Highway 12. I'm making all of those things up. Anyway, I still have a ton of them because you can't just casually eat Bean Boozled jelly beans. It's not a thing. Anyway, so they are having a faux relationship, but Rachel and Amy are sort of like coupling up a little bit, like sparks are there. But D is with, winds up getting with a guy named Edmund, who I've just called Cute Butt Guy forever because that's the nickname that he gets in the show. Their relationship actually leads to this really cool episode that I love, and if you don't understand what non-binary means, I definitely recommend that you watch it. I forget what number it is, but it's called NB Deal. It's a really good episode. It's really well done. It's also just very educational. There are some moments where there is an episode that is very gut-wrenching, where they all wind up going to Amy and Dee's parents' house for dinner, and it is awful. Just awful. It's awful. Like, while you're watching it, you will feel sick because it's terrible. Like, their parents are awful to them in this. It's so, anyway, the series, fabulous. That's just an episode that every time I'm always like, ooh. There's a lot of drama that happens with Rachel and Amy sort of having feelings for each other, but the more time that Rachel and Dee spend together, they're developing feelings for each other. Some super intense drama happens with Cute Butt Guy and Dee involving a former wife. Yeah, that happens. A lot of relationship drama happens at the end, but it's so good. The comedy is really good, the drama is really good, it's really well written, and honestly, it is amazing that the main character is non-binary, and if you haven't watched it, I definitely need you to watch it, because, bam, they are actually, is it a Kickstarter? They're doing funding for season 2. There are tons of really cool perks. I will actually link that below. I can't remember if it's like Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever all of those are. Everyone has a different one and I always get them confused. But they are fundraising right now with some really cool perks that you should definitely check out. So watch season 1. It's not very long. Even with additional content, it doesn't take a crazy long amount of time to watch. I absolutely love the show. I've seen it a few times now because I've rewatched it. The acting is really good. It's a good show. You should check it out. You should also watch the teaser trailer for season 2 afterward, because I want to know your theories about that teaser trailer, because I think it's a dream sequence and I want to know if you agree with me. Okay, or if you don't agree with me, you can tell me if you don't agree with me. It's totally fine. You can let me know in the comments below. I will also link all of the pertinent things below, like where to watch the show, how to fund the show, all that kind of crazy stuff. Alrighty. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Twitter at CluffNotes, on my blog, cluffnotes.wordpress.com. I write for the Nerdy Girl Express, thenerdygirlexpress.com, or on their Snapchat, the Nerdy Girl EXP, and I post recipes on the iZombie Sport Group site, iZombieSportGroup.com. Bye, Internet people.